All right, welcome back to another episode of AchromatiCraft. Wow, we got a little too cold last time. If you didn't see that episode, we fell into some deep snow. We made some snow and we made ice, all to get us this winter district portal. Now, I think we've been in the cold a little too long. So today, we're going to go out to the desert and get our desert district portal started. We've had a few portals in a row. This is going to be the last one, but we're going to go out there and get it done. But before we do that, we need to get some resources because we're going to build it out of quartz. And I don't have much, so I think we're going to look at a few different ways. Let's jump to the first one. So the first way you can get quartz is with these guys, the masons. They all, oh, I picked the wrong guy. Let's pick one who's got it. Have different types of quartz blocks. Man, maybe I need to trade with more of them. Yeah, we might have to trade with more. It looks like most of them haven't done much with. So we might have to unlock a few of these guys, get some more emeralds, and let's go do that. I don't think we've raided our carrot and potato farm down here recently. So this is pretty simple. We steal some carrots, we go up to our farmers, get some emeralds, and then we trade with them. So let me trade with these these farmers real quick, and then we'll get some of that quartz. Okay, so we traded some of those carrots, a lot of carrots, plus I took some of my extra stash. I've been collecting emeralds kind of every time I'm over here, so we've got plenty of them. I wanted to kind of show you how we've been getting that with those farms down there. And now, some of this grindy part, I'm just going to do in a time lapse so you can see what it looks like to get some of this quartz. And I'm actually not too sure how much we'll be able to get from these guys. We're definitely got plenty of bricks. But let me do that in a time lapse and let's get some quartz going. Alright, so as you saw there, that's a lot of grinding. It's going to get a little better once we get more of them opened up. But most of them, it looks like they have the quartz pillar and the block of quartz, which is pretty good. But I think we are going to want a whole bunch of others. And this might take too long, but at least while we're doing it, we're getting some of these. So, as you know, there's another way that we can do it. And I want to test that out to see which is going to be faster, using these guys or maybe just going into the nether. So let's jump in there and see if we can get some quartz from that. And I already know where we're going to go here in the nether. We're going down where we've been doing our netherite, or I guess ancient debris mining, because I didn't do a real great job of pulling out the gold and the quartz. For some reason, I didn't even think about the quartz being used, and now we're going to use a ton of it. So we're actually going to come in, and you'll see I left it in the floor. I have all sorts of narrow parts. You can see it, some of it's in here. So I'm actually going to go through and grab this out. Some I'll do on a time lapse, some I'm just going to grind out. So let's do it. All right, that was not too bad. We went through quite a lot of this and we're able to get just over 3 stacks. So that'll be awesome. I'm gonna go up and break this up in the overworld and then take it all out to the desert. And I'm not quite sure which one I thought was better. This gives us a lot. It's going to give us a ton of XP. As you can see, I need to repair some tools. So I don't know which is best. What do you think? Leave down in the comments which you think is better, trading with the villagers for quartz or getting it this way. I don't know. Both are fun. This one's probably a lot more dangerous, but we have enough quartz, hopefully, to at least get us started on our portal. And then later we'll obviously have to come get more. And I guess in that district, we're just going to have a lot of people that we can trade with. So there's going to be plenty of farms out in that district later. Let's go break this down and get over into the desert. And to get the sand one going, what we need to do is come out and build a portal. So where we are in location to our other ones is this is our sand mining, sand mining area. Back there is towards where spawn is. And then out here goes out to where our coral farm is. So not too far from there, but we do need to light this before we fly out to the desert and construct it out there. So let's get this one lit, and then I'll make sure I don't jump through. We're going to go back through our other portals, and we'll actually just probably go through this one. I was going to say let's go all the way back to spawn, but we can go right in through here, and then we'll fly over there. I'll meet you over in the desert. Okay, and we are here at the desert district. But I gotta show you how weird this place is. So when we talk about like we wanted great places to build, this is one of those that is not the great place to build. So I've marked a location here where I'm thinking we'll have the portal, because we can actually spread out quite a bit in the different directions. But you think, okay, there's some houses up here, but then you peek over the side, there's a house down here. But there's not just one. There's also one here under the cliff, and there is another couple down here under kind of that cliff, spread out. I guess that's just a road, but it's really broken up. This is a pretty crazy village. So we're going to do a lot of work in this area to make it better over time. We'll probably end up smoothing out a lot of this. I know I like to work with the terrain, but this terrain might be a little too weird. But I'm going to double check, see if that's the spot we want to build the portal. If not, I might check out over here on top of this hill. So let me do some flying around. We'll finalize kind of the location, and let's get going on building that portal. So I was a little stumped of figuring out where should I put this portal exactly, because I thought I wanted it right close to the village. So what I ended up doing is actually mapping first. A lot of times I've been mapping second after I build the portal, which I just remembered I didn't show you the one back at the snow district, but that's okay. You'll see it plenty in the future. But as I was looking at it, if we put the portal up here close to the city, it puts us really in this orange area a little too much. I want this to be a desert one. So I've chosen to move back here, which I pointed out a little bit earlier, and to maybe kind of put it like right here. So when you come out, you still get the village. So we can build out a nice village, kind of sweeping along the edge here. But it will at least give us a little bit more centralized so that we can also leverage a lot of back here. And the portal's still somewhat in the middle. So I think this is going to be our area. I might pull this hill back a little bit, and over time we might actually get rid of that hill. I like this one, but this one just seems a little strange. So what I'm going to do here is actually kind of prep this area, fill this in a little bit, and just get us ready to make a build here. And then we're going to get that desert portal in. So let me sleep, get this prepped, and then let's get working on that portal. All right, we got that space all cleared out. Now this one's going to be a little bit wider, I think. I'm kind of thinking of having like kind of a main central portal, and then just some decorative pieces out to the side, almost to make it look like a gateway. And we might make it a gate, but we might not. But I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm thinking about there is probably good. I'm trying to figure out like what's the best view. And then is it too close there? It might be. I might actually pop it back here a little bit. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's what we're going to do. So I get to remine these. I guess I shouldn't have started with obsidian. That's okay. We'll dig it up and we'll get this portal in. And with all those resources, we were able to build this portal. I think it turned out pretty well. Now, I can't take credit for all of this concept. I've had a few different people help me, either some images online that I found that I kind of wanted to follow the shape. And then I had a few people recommend putting the sun in the middle, specifically Arc. I got to call her out. She helped me come up with this concept of kind of these hands and these sun rays. I really wanted to call that out because that was super helpful. I had built up some of this, but it felt like something was missing in the middle. So now we got it. We're ready, and it's time to light this portal. Now I'm really hoping it actually lights up and takes us to the right spot. So let's find out. All right. Oh, there it is, but you can see I mob proofed it. So I actually had to move this. We were over there before and it came off of there, but when we moved the portal location, I had to remove this bridge. So that was a lot of work tearing it down, moving it back over here. But that's okay, no big deal. We're in a safe spot, especially with our green mushrooms here to protect us from those guys. So let's jump back in here. And before we wrap up, I really just want to talk a little bit about why I chose to do this sand area. So as you know, whenever I start putting that gray infestation in, a lot of what I start doing is like pulling out whatever was there before. So in this case, we'd be pulling out kind of this sand. Now, if you have noticed, a lot of what I have is the different color gray wools and concrete powder, and we use a lot of sand. So the benefit of being able to do this is I can come out, clear out all the areas, and start getting the stacks of sand that I'll need to be able to keep building other districts and making them go grayscale. So totally logistical reason for being out here in the sand desert, but that gets us now 4 different areas, from the medieval, the capital, the winter, and now this desert area that we can keep building builds. I'm not going to build all the districts out right now. That's too many. Trying to come up with all the concepts for the portals, way too much. But now we at least have these 4 different areas. So please leave ideas. It should start sparking a lot of different ideas. Leave them in the comments, message me, whatever you need to do. But again, thanks to everyone who's helped me with ideas of concepts of kind of this sun idea and what the portal could look like. Now let's keep getting some of those ideas out on some of these villages. And until then, thanks for watching, and definitely make sure to let me know how you're liking the series. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.